Hello, Nicole. Hello.
Hello, Eric. Hello.
I heard that you are not okay after this episode.
I'm not okay. And I don't know if I'll ever be okay.
Now, why?
I don't associate, well, I mean, maybe I do associate with fear, but I don't really associate Big Brother with fear. And I do not like the see-through, invisible figure walking around. No, no.
Well, um, I thought it was a cool twist that they did.
The twist is amazing, but the graphic of it, not a
Right.
fan. I think they could have done without it. You know what I mean? I think they could have just it's invisible. There's no need to see.
What? What?
Are you please just tell me you're messing with me because I'm not
What?
today.
I don't see anything. What?
There's like a watermark on my wall. Oh no, it's you. Please. And now I'm sweating.
You have the same background you always have.
No, please. I'm upstairs alone. I am alone. I'm alone. And there's a glare on the window.
Okay, so we want to let everyone know wherever you guys are watching the show, you're not alone because you're watching it with us, and make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe. It is the best way to help support our shows wherever you are watching from: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of your favorite places. Make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe, as well as share the show. Share it now and let everyone know that we are live. Share it at the end of the show if you are watching it in the future and you think somebody would enjoy it. Also, you can check out our website, hellofriendspod.com, for our socials, for myself, Nicole, the podcast, to get our schedule and more. What about if they are listening to the podcast version, Nicole?
If you are listening to the audio version, please know that it's not invisible when you leave a positive rating or a 5-star review. Those are good things that we see. They're very much visible and they're amazing. And we're so extremely thankful for all of them. So also share the show with everybody in your life too.
Yay! I think I see what you're talking about. Like
You too.
over that shoulder. It's you. You're making the shadow.
I thought I saw it again. I don't maybe it's like a me thing. It could just be a shadow, but I'm also like on high alert because there's a glare in my window. So I don't
Can
know.
you close
I
your
th-
curtain?
I'm not closing my eyes. What kind of trick is this?
Curtain. Don't you have a
Oh,
curtain you can pull
yeah,
closed?
but I'm not getting up to go over there. I'd rather stay right here where it's
Oh
safe
my
with you,
God.
Eric.
Okay, great. I got news for you. I'm not there, so no. Safe it is.
I also okay.
What?
I'm going crazy because I heard a little static noise. So we're just
Yeah.
gonna move on.
Okay, so
Oh my god,
where are we
it's
gonna
you,
start?
you son of a bitch! I'm not playing. No, 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 no! Don't! I can't. I'm gonna pee my pants.
I don't
I
see
can't.
anything.
I can't handle it if you're gonna do this the whole show, please. I'm gonna cry.
Does chat see something, or is it just Nicole having a mental breakdown? I don't see anything.
I don't know if I still see it either. Like I can't tell.
See what? Okay.
This is so screwed
Oh
up.
my God. LOL. Hi everyone. No, are you guys making fun of Nicole, or do you it's a shadow. It's behind your shoulder. That's what you're talking about. It's the light from the light in front
It's
of you.
not.
I see the light in your glasses. You're making the shadow.
Yeah, but I don't have an arm up. I know it's you. Just say it's you.
Okay, it's me. You got it. It's
Thank
me.
you.
It's
Thank
me.
you.
You got it. Okay, so
Oh,
what is this a joke?
it was a bug that flew past my
Oh my
camera.
God.
I'm okay. It was a bug. It was a gnat. It was a gnat. Gnat with a G, we're okay.
Okay. Sure.
I'm fine. We're ready. The Nat's back, but I'm watching it now, so we're good. I'm gonna name it.
Okay. Where would you like to start?
I would like to start with a little like reflection on how you and I ended our week last week.
How did we end our week last week?
We ended our week with an exit interview with Kyle
Yes, we did.
that I think I could say this, that went swimmingly well, and he's very
Yeah.
personable and pleasant, and um I don't know, I just like to always articulate that because I'm the character in the game player. I wasn't necessarily um somebody who's like, yay, Kyle final two. And I felt like as though during the edited episodes, and I didn't really watch a lot of the live feeds, but I felt a lot of the episodes, he was more like, oh, garble, 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 and,
Yeah.
talking with him, he's very like personable and bright. And like,
He
I
did
see
seem
why he
more
got cast.
animated. I would say he
Yes,
was like more personable, more animated, if that's
yes,
what you're referring to. Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, I thought it was a great interview, and I think he did a great job. And again, it goes to show you that a character in a house is very different from a person in real life.
Right. And if you guys missed that, you can check it out everywhere that you watch our shows, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, everywhere. That interview is up there, as well as the Reagan one we did the same exact day that everybody has been saying that they love and is so amazing.
Yeah, it was 2.5 hours of pure amazingness, raw realness and genuine emotion and crying and laughing and all that good stuff.
It was a goodie. It was definitely a goodie. A ghoulie, if you will.
No
Uh,
ghoulies. Oh, the ghoulies are from Riverdale. They're like the serpents. They're like a group, posse, a
a
gang.
group posse.
Uh-huh.
Um, I said a group posse.
I said, uh-huh.
Got ya. So yeah, make sure you guys check those out wherever you are watching the show. Of course, the Twitch people have their new boop emote, which they are very excited about.
Love it,
We
love it.
we booped it up, but
We booped
now
it up.
let's get into the show.
Yes, let's do it. Episode picks up where we left off on Thursday, which is with the HOH competition, the dramatic, dynamic, you've never seen it before. Count rocks while pressing a button.
Yeah, it was very rocky.
Hmm.
And I mean, am I the only one who thinks that it was not as difficult as of an HOH as these people were making it seem? I mean, I will say over on the live feeds, Austin was saying that she was the furthest away
Uh,
and she didn't have her glasses on, so it made it very hard for her to see them, if we're believing that. But
which is,
that was Austin, yeah.
I would say it's a little odd. And I think I can reveal this. Um, Production will tell you, like, for those of you that wear glasses, please have them on. For those of you that maybe wear glasses, have the croquis on that hold them. It's gonna be more physical. For those, like, they don't give away what the comp is, but like minutes before it during the commercial break, they kind of like, hey guys, if you need to see, make sure you can see. So I feel like they would say something. Um, I would argue, I think the setting up of the comp, they thought it was going to be more difficult than it was. Like they thought these rocks are going to fall so fast, so let's make them fall from higher up so that people can count them, but it's going to be so tough. And I think, like you're saying, it's not as difficult as it was maybe thought it was going to be. And that's why we saw kind of bigger clumpings of rocks occur like later on. The temptations, you wonder if those were something that were already in place or implemented. Because I kept on saying throughout the whole watching of that HOH competition, a lot of them had the same number for a good deal of time.
Mm,
Like every time they would look, it'd be like, oh, they all have 80, they all have 188. Like it was like always, similar.
yeah. Um, just because now I'm going to be distracted, can you do me a favor and just raise your hand up? You just did it. Like, raise your hand up. See? That's what's doing it. Look, it puts the shadow behind you. I'm saying it's you making the shadow that you're freaking out about.
No, because if I go like this, I see my hand and not the
Well, when you
shadow.
just went like that with your hand, I saw it behind you.
Yeah, but I guess it is there. But no, I didn't have my hand up before.
That's all I was saying. I'm sorry I dragged us back down. I'm sorry I dragged us back down this hole.
Fingers are weird. What is this one doing?
I
Like
don't know. What?
I think I don't. I can't. I have no
You
tolerance. I
you
can't do
just
spooky.
did
I
it.
can't. I admit it. I can't do
Y-
spooky. I can't. I can't.
You just did that.
I did not, Eric. I was looking at my finger and how look. It's like this one doesn't follow the suit of all the other ones. Look, he's just like
Okay.
blah 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 blah.
All right. I'm
And what's
sorry I
my
brought it
thumb
back
doing?
up.
Why
I'm
is my
sorry.
thumb so bendy? Like it
I don't
should
know.
be like relaxed thumb. You know what I'm saying? Like oh, so bony.
It should be, but I'm sorry I brought it back up.
I have weird hands.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why did you just? Oh no!
I didn't do anything. Yes, the screen just flashed. That happens sometimes when we're live.
Why? You need to stop because you're pissing off the spirits, and that's really bad juju.
I will literally sit here like this while we talk, if
Do
that will
it.
make you feel better.
Although no, that reminds me of the monster from Pan's
Oh
Labyrinth.
my
So maybe
god.
if you could just go like this.
Okay, go ahead. Then it looks like I want to fight.
Okay. So we have the Temptations,
Yeah.
which is a great singing group. No, I'm just kidding. We have the Temptations. The first of which is a slop. No, not a slop. First one is if three of you turn around for a whole
Hmm.
minute, the whole house will get a feast. And of
Yes.
course, we're getting further along in the season, and whereas earlier in the season, when you do like everybody gets a feast, everybody's like, "Yay, gumdrops and rainbows!" But now it's like shit's getting real. You're not getting your feast, so nobody turns around. Lo and behold, they're not going to get their feast.
Right.
Temptation 2 comes along, and this goes back to what we were just saying with like, did production know how quote unquote easy it was going to be in the sense of Temptation 2 was a slot pass for whomever turns around and faces away from the rocks the longest. And
Right.
obviously, there's like gaps between the rocks, but I almost feel as though Tara and Vic kind of outsmarted the system
Yep.
where, she turned around when there was no grouping of rocks falling, turned back before they started falling. And you wonder, like, was that part of like the plan of the competition? Was like, all right, let's see if they're wise enough to turn around when there's no rocks falling,
Yep.
or was production like, oh shit, two of them turned around, quick, quick, put rocks, So I almost wonder like how like that um came to be. But we only
Yeah.
had Tina and Tara we only had Tina and Tara turn around. Um, and Tara turned around very, very briefly. Tina,
I liked how she was just like, whoop,
it's
back.
not,
Hi.
yeah, not Tina and Tara. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Tara and Vic were the only two that had turned around. And like you said, Tara was a very quick, like, whoop. Vic turned around for a little bit longer.
But that
Her light
doesn't that
turns green. They reveal that she's the one that got the slot pass.
but doesn't that make you think that the rocks were falling and they just weren't editing it? Because what like literally Tara was like one, two, like you could have counted to two. So
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was more of like, I'm going to turn around. And as soon as she did, she was like, bad idea, bad idea.
yeah, but like she should like that conveyor belt wasn't short, is my point. Like if you saw there were no rocks coming, you would know you could have turned around for longer than 1 second.
True. So maybe it's more so the edit. It looked as though there were no rocks falling
Yeah,
when that wasn't. That could very
that's
well be that that wasn't the case.
yeah, that's my point. I wonder if the rocks never stopped falling.
Ooh, that's a valid point. I mean, it could very well be, and Victoria just guessed how many like
Mhm.
fell while she wasn't looking. She wins the second temptation, the slot pass, which is incredible. As the competition's going on, we see a lot more of Ty getting distracted, and I feel
Mhm.
like Ty is very representative of a lot of people. Like, oh my god, I'm standing here. Oh my god, I'm staring at these rocks. Oh my god, I'm like so tired. Why are there so many rocks? Like, I could see that happening.
I see Nicole A fan saying the turnaround segment was hysterical. I thought the whole entire thing honestly was hysterical. Um and I feel like last season was your first season of Big Brother Canada, right?
Correct, yes.
So you're not even aware of probably what's to come when they do the actual feast one because I don't think that this just took the place of it. They will do, or they've always done on previous season, some sort of a how bad do you want it competition,
Mhm.
which is always like holding a button down and you're all just standing there and then you keep getting temptations of like food. It always comes at some time when they've put the whole house on is something, but yeah, that's always usually what they do.
Wow. And see, that's the thing with these temptations. And before I say what I'm going to say, the third one is we're going to reveal which one of you is the furthest away when it comes to counting the rocks. That person is Tina. And they're like, if you choose to opt out, you can get a letter from home.
Yeah.
So she's the furthest away. She decides, you know what? F it. I'm going to take the letter from home. And now I think, and this is me making a generalization, but I think most people would say, why would you turn around for a slot pass? Just play the game, win HOH. Why would you opt out for a letter from home? Just click the button a couple times and pray for getting the number
Well,
right.
can I
Go ahead.
just say what I think?
Of course.
I did think that, but then I remembered what you said last episode or
Which was?
last one of our shows. That being ruled out as an HOH is such a benefit this week. It's actually a good thing for her
Absolutely.
to be publicly the person who is not HOH right now.
Exactly. You come out of the DR or wherever and you're crying and you're, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I got the letter from home. Oh shit, she was the furthest away, which kind of helps her competition wise. Like, oh, she's not the best at being observant or counting. Oh, maybe she's not the best at comps. That's a note people put in their heads. And you were the first one out, and you're not the invisible HOH who nominated
Right.
people or picked the have nots. So that very much works for her. And again, where I was going with this is like, you have to put yourself like in that position. And we're not ones to judge when you have been on slop. And then it's like, hey, you can get a slop pass
I
just by
don't
turning around.
I don't
It's kind of like, ooh.
I wouldn't blame her at all. Like that anyone blaming her to me is stupid. Like she couldn't win. So why wouldn't you take the prize?
Well, but yeah, again with Tina, some people would probably argue, all right, you're so far off, click the button like 40 times and still be in the running to win HOH, and
But we don't
you have
but
more power.
but that but we don't I don't know how many I'm off. I've lost. I'm in
Exactly.
last place.
Exactly. But again, it goes back to being in that position. And like, let's say myself, would I say, all right, okay, I'm really bad at counting. Oh, I probably went over. I won't click the next couple rounds of rocks. Or I'm probably really under. Let me do what Tara did and just add another like 30 or 40. Let's just say she probably knew I have no idea how many freaking rocks I'm off. Like, did I
Yeah.
do more? Did I do less? I forget it. Not worth it anyway. Take the letter. And that is very tempting. I think I think a letter from home is more tempting than a slot pass for me personally.
Um, yeah, but again, like I don't think personally, if this was not Invisible HOH, if this just happened during any HOH, I would say I would just if somebody was trying to argue that with me, I'd be like, you're ridiculous. This is a counting competition. It doesn't matter if I'm off 40 rocks or a million rocks. I'm off, and I'm not off and there's two people ahead of me. I'm off and there's 8 other people or 10 other people that are better than me. This is a pointless conversation. Be mad.
Yeah,
That's what I
and
would
you bring up
argue to anyone in that house if they were getting mad at me for that.
And you bring up a valid point, like how I had said about Kiefer, like, good, you're ruled out as HOH. I didn't necessarily keep that in mind when it came to Tina getting the letter. Like, yeah, you
Oh,
can reveal to the house, oh, this person wrote to me, I'm so emotional. Bam, you're in the clear.
well, I don't think that Tina thought of that either. I was thinking
Yeah.
of that for Tina because of what you said, but I also don't know if I misheard it in the intro. Because also that intro was so dramatic. I know you hate your ghost friend, but
So dramatic.
that
It scared
intro
me.
was like, When the power comes to the house, it'll never be the same. But
My
he
dad
was like, they can't tell anyone. Oh, apparently they can.
well, yeah, my dad was like, "Ooh, is this like a Halloween special?" Which I thought was adorable, but that was what he said. My dad was like, "Oh, okay, they can't tell anyone or they don't get their power."
Yeah.
But I don't think it was that. I think it was more so they said, "And if it can be kept a secret, it'll be the greatest move ever." Like, in other words, like, if you can go down in history getting this power and staying silent about it, that's even a bigger move, so to speak. So I think that was more so the angle the narrator was going of like, and if they could keep it secret, it's even better. I don't think they were saying you can't.
I feel like it was very specifically worded as they have to keep it a secret or lose the power. But the playback's not available yet. But I would love to go back and listen to that. But I mean, technically, they've had a million days to edit this show because they blocked us for
Yeah,
like 2 days from the feed. So you'd think they could have got that edit exactly how they wanted it.
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it was more so.
Yeah,
This is a game-changing power, especially if the person can keep it silent.
right.
hmm
But oh well,
So
God,
sorry, we get to the end of this competition. The total is 689 rocks. And they go, all right, we're going to give you a couple extra seconds if you want to, lock in your final answer. Maybe if you want to give a couple more clicks. And at this point, Vic is the closest.
yep.
But Tara decides, you know what? I may be a little off. My lucky number is 11. Let me give 11 more clicks for good measure just to see, which
Really
is
is a
so
lucky
odd.
number.
And they both end up at the same number, and therefore it goes to a tiebreaker. And now they are told they're the remaining two because they have a little yellow light go off in their booth. And one thing that this reminded me of was the activities from my season. We did like the smelling comp, and that's how they did it. It was like, hey, a light will go off in your little cubicle if you're the one that gets it, which is really cool. So that was cool to like take a page out of like that kind of a book. But it's down to Tara and Vic. And what was it exactly they were asked? Because my feed cut out. Was it like the number of minutes they were playing the comp?
Yeah, I think it was number of minutes they were playing for.
So Vic guesses 41. Tara had a closer number, but I don't think it was close enough to win. But then she
51.
does 51, and Victoria wins. Victoria wins her third, right? Like
Yeah.
HOH slash power. I give her a lot of credit for not woo because that's very hard to hold back. What I would have done, and this is just a side note,
Mhm.
if I was a Jed or a Ty or even a Beth, even Austin, a Braden, when they revealed who was in the final two, like
Yeah.
who got the yellow light, if I didn't get the yellow light, not loud, not a spectacle for everybody and their mother to hear, but just quiet enough, I would go, damn it. Just so the person next to me could hear it. And I think that'd be very effective in kind of like setting yourself up that like it wasn't you that ended up in that final round. And if I was Jed or Ty, two people who are very fearful of being targeted, I maybe would have been like, damn. Just so the person next to me could be like, I don't think Jed was in final two. I heard him kind of get upset.
Yeah, but then don't you also think that people could like also like say that like they could also think there he's doing that or she's doing that because they want us to think it's not them. They've never been like damn it when they didn't win one before.
I guess, but if you do it in a tone that's more so like you're saying it to yourself because you're in your own little cubicle. I'm not saying like, damn it, I lost that one. Oh shucks. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like a damn. Just enough so
Right.
someone could maybe hear it, you know?
Yeah, no, I think it could work. It could work.
Mm-hmm.
It could work.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that I don't um I I had the question ready and I lost it.
Bleh,
Forget it.
bleh,
Uh
spooky.
Maria Santos says Arissa told them not to react. That is true. Arissa did tell
True.
them not to react. A lot of people in chat saying that they think Thursday will be an April Fool's no eviction. Um, but yeah.
I could see that. I following this HOH.
Yeah.
I have a lot of opinions, I have a lot of speculations. However, one thing you and I said, and I'm going to bring it up again during, for example, Big Brother All Stars, is obviously it's very easy when you're outside the house and you know who has it to be like, guys, it's her. Like, come on, how can you not see it? When you're in it, just like with the winning of the powers during All Stars, David didn't reveal it was him, so all the fandom was going crazy. Oh, it's Nicole F. Oh, it's Tyler. He's acting sketch. She's acting weird. So I do get that. However, one blaringly red light. What? Did you see it?
Nope. But go ahead. I'll tell
Can
you
I
in
say
one
what?
second. Go ahead.
Okay. One blaring, blaring, blaring red flag, red light, whatever you want to call it, was for me, if I was Roe, was when Roe and Victoria were in the ball pit. And Victoria says, I thought they were going to ask us about the number of balls in the ball pit. And not everybody had to answer that question. That wasn't all right, guys, tiebreaker, everybody's going to answer, and only the
They
two
did.
eligible win. It was only the two that had
No,
the yellow light.
no, she specifically said everyone has to answer. Maybe it cut out for you. Like
What?
Arissa literally said, even if you're not one of the two people, you still have to answer.
I did okay, all right, then touche. Because well, this is debunked, but my whole argument was if I was Roe and Victoria saying to me, "Oh, I thought they were going to ask us how many balls," I would have been like, "Ha ha! So you were one of the final two that were asked that question. So you're saying everybody had to answer."
Correct.
You know why they did that? So if they hear the clickers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So yeah, that's a lot fairer than I thought it was. And
That's
Jay,
that's not the part that I thought you were gonna freak out about. I thought more so the Tara and Tina thing when Victoria went in there and admitted she was one of the tiebreakers. Now, granted, again, we didn't have live feeds for like a day after this all went down. So we didn't get to see any of these conversations happen on the live feeds. So, by process of elimination, Tara knows it's Victoria
how? Explain.
because Victoria came in the room
Hmm.
and admitted to being the other tiebreaker
No, she
person.
didn't.
Yes, she did.
No,
She
it
was
was
like,
Tara.
I feel like you missed a whole section.
I may have because my thing completely cut out at one point, so it could very well be. What I saw was all of them in that room. It was Tara, Tina,
Yeah.
Kiefer, Vic, and
And I,
Tara said, "Guys, I'm gonna admit it. I was the one in the tiebreaker, and I lost."
okay. I guess, yes, Chad is telling me that I am wrong, that I heard it wrong. I thought it was Victoria that said it.
No, it was Tara. Tara had said, "Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in the tiebreaker, but I was one off and I lost."
Okay, I will say now this not that this is now everyone's gonna be like, you're lying, this is your excuse. For some reason, my audio really was like 10 seconds off while I was watching it. I don't know if it was
Mouth.
like that for everyone. So, but I mean, I really thought it was Victoria talking when she said that. But okay,
No.
so yes. All right, well then so there, we both had our moment of there's the glaring obvious thing that I don't understand why no one's talking about. So yeah.
Well, on that note, again, yeah, we're both incorrect, but it goes back to what I was saying. When you're watching, as an outsider looking in, and we know who the HOH is, it's very easy to go, "Oh, right there. Oh, she revealed it right there. Oh, come on, it's so obvious. Look at her. Look how she's acting." But when you're in it, she's not acting any more sketch than any of them. If anything, I think Beth has a very guilty face. I think Ty has a very guilty face. I think, yes, we know it's her, but Victoria played it off very cool, even with like I just want to line you all up and look like stuff like that was very nonchalant. And I think she did a good job, um, kind of like acclimating and acting like everybody else.
Yeah, that's a good point. Courtney says also they didn't know the tiebreaker was just two people.
True. Very valid.
Yeah, because Arissa just said we have a tie. I guess we're just assuming that that meant everyone understood between two people. So yeah, I guess we don't really know how many people the tie was between.
No, the tie could be 6, 7, 8.
I will also say this is the best case that's ever been made for whenever you are trying to convince me of the, tea leaves, karma, blah blah, all of those things. The
Okay.
fact that Tara's lucky number is what got her tied is very strong case.
Oh, absolutely. It was in the cards for her like, feel what it's almost like to get an HOH, so maybe she's meant to have that chutzpah so that next week she wins it, you know what I mean? Like, that like, give her that little taste of, like, "You're almost there, you got this, you can do it." I'm a very firm believer in that, like, think about it. My lucky number's 11, let me click what are the odds she would click 11 times? Like, I'm sure production was like, "The hell? Why'd she click 11 times, and why is she all of a sudden tied with Victoria?" Like, that's like, oh god, it must be so creepy.
I see that Linda Lulu says, I loved when Vic revealed to Keith, but then said, no, I'm teasing. No, I really did win. No, I didn't win. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. That was my favorite part too.
We call that the struggle between, like, the head and the heart and the strategy and the person. Like, you could tell she was like, "I wanna tell him. Oh, that was stupid, I shouldn't have told him. No,
Mm,
it's fine, I can trust him. No, I can't."
And I will say, this is why Kiefer's gamble week 1 or 2, Victoria's HOH, really, I feel, paid off for him.
Yeah,
Him going up to that HOH room to Victoria week 2 and saying, I'm sorry, I lied to
yep,
you, as if that even mattered.
mm-mm,
He knew he was going to go up on the block, so then to be like, I'm
mhm,
gonna say you have to put me up. He totally used the situation to his advantage, and in my opinion, it is stupidly put this blind faith of Kiefer in Victoria. So I mean, I guess it was good game. I mean, it was. I don't guess. Clearly, it's keeping them safe and oh
oh,
my
absolutely.
god. She put so much into that, but yes, I did love her. I want it. No, I didn't.
Wink. No,
You're
I'm just kidding.
you're safe. You're not safe.
And what was it? Him calling them, like, Real Spice, and he was like, "Well, that would've been a nice name." And then she's like, "It would be a nice name, and I did win it."
Yeah.
So silly. What did you think, obviously, with the HOH being invisible and all these duos and people attempting to campaign to one another? What did
Oh,
we
you mean
think of
Kiefer's hissy fit?
oh no, I was gonna say what did we think of like Jed and Ty kind of like, hey Braden, Austin, let's talk. Hey
Well,
Victoria, let's talk.
first I will just say I think Kiefer's whole like right before Victoria told him when he's just laying in the I want to call it the REM room, the game room. Um when he's just like sitting here, he's like, I hate this game. Remember how last week we were like, you're building your pedestal brick by brick when he was walking around like, I love this game. I'm in control of everything. It's the best game ever. And then this week he's pouting in the fucking game room. I hate this game.
But
I can't.
again, yes, and I agreed last week, like, oh, just wait till the pendulum swings. But that's humankind.
No,
Like,
I
not just
know.
in that game. Like, people
But
go to work on a Monday and they come home, they're like, I'm the best at my job. I get along with everybody. Me and Beth and Cubicle C, we're best friends. And the next day, it's like, hate my fucking job. I'm gonna quit. They can all suck my you know what. I hope Beth gets fired. Like, and I
no, what?
apologize for using the name Beth. That's just my example. But that's just like people when things are going great, they're going great, and you have confidence in yourself. And when they're not, it's like this sucks. I hate it. Why am I here? And Big Brother is just the of that,
I
where
don't know.
you
The
have
other
those.
people don't annoy me in the house when they do it, so there's something there.
I apologize that you feel that way.
Thank you. Now, as to your question, I
Yes.
thought that was a smart way to campaign. I mean, they need to campaign. That's a great way to do it. I mean, I personally would feel like if I was Austin and Braden when they went to them, I would have just been like, please. If I was Austin and Braden, I wouldn't even be thinking what they said,
Mhm.
which was the I think they're it and trying to cover for themselves. I would have thought you guys now think that we're it
Yes.
and you're trying to save yourself. What a convenient time that you've decided to make an alliance with me when
Yep.
your game's in danger, when you didn't want to have this conversation at all last week when, Kiefer was in power. Like I
Yes.
would like honestly, this is I think many things of why I could not play Big Brother. One, because I think I would emotionally have a breakdown, cry the whole time, and never be able to do anything I say I'm going to do. Two,
Housekeeping.
because I think if somebody came to me in that scenario, I would literally just be like, is this a joke? Like if I was Braden, I honestly think I would have turned to them and just be like, are we just filming this scene for the show or like
But
you can't be serious.
you can't think of it that way because yes, they both may have been thinking that, but you're not gonna burn your
No, I
game
know
just for
you're
the
not
sake
gonna
of burning it.
burn the bridge, but I honestly think I would eventually get so fed up I wouldn't care anymore. I eventually
That's
would just be like, "Are we?" Which I know is what we watched you go through, so like I get it, but I don't know that I'd be able to handle. Like I'm getting annoyed watching it.
I hear you, and I agree wholeheartedly. I agree that if I was Austin and Braden, my mentality wouldn't be, "Oh, no," like, it's like you said, I would view it as like, "Bitch, you think it's me, and now you care because 'cause I'm in power, now you want me to be aligned with you and protect you,
Yeah,
like, that's sketch." Um, what I will say, and this is, I guess, they were smart from a horror movie perspective. I'm going the opposite of what you should do in a horror movie, but my brain kind of goes more so to the sense of like maybe split up. Like
yeah,
maybe Jed go talk to some people, maybe Ty go talk to some people. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do in a horror movie, but split up. Like I understand everybody knows you're a duo. I get that.
trio,
But when a trio, yeah, but Beth wasn't with them though. So yes, they're a trio, but it's like them three and then them two are more so a two.
right?
Why are you traveling together like you're sewn together? And I get it, people already know you're together, you're worried about each other's games, but you didn't walk into that house for each other. And you are there to save your own game. And when you walk up to someone, hey, we want to talk to you, having to save two people is a lot more overwhelming than having to save one. So if Ty had gone up to them, or one of them, Ty goes up to one of them, hey, can I talk to you? Goes up to them, hey, can I talk to you? Jed does the same thing. I feel like that comes across very different than two people being like, yo, we want to both be safe. What can you do? I feel like that, and we're seeing that a lot this season, with Braden and Austin kind of following each
Mhm.
other around constantly. Tina and Tara are always together. Yes, I get it. That's your duo. Go for it. But like you have to protect yourself first. You have to pitch your own game first. You have to make your connections first. Otherwise, you're no longer viewed as you. You are viewed as your final two, and that's very scary.
Yeah, well, I think that is in that sense, it is the smart thing that she's doing this week. That Victoria's doing this week. She's gonna break up a pair.
Absolutely, not necessarily the pair we all thought. Which my live feed watching friend, can you explain to me why the Glossies are no more? I know she
Well,
was
she
saying,
said it in the episode. She
but
literally
that's it.
said in the episode that you were all about me. You were all like Victoria said that Austin was all about her and all for the Glossies when she was in power. The second her HOH was over, Austin didn't pay her any attention anymore. And now because you think I'm in power or because you don't know who's in power,
Mm,
now all of a sudden we're best friends again. Also, I think Victoria has a little bit of a jealous streak. Like, I feel like she's trying to separate every guy from the girl that they're closest to.
yes.
And I think I tweeted it out earlier today as well. The only thing I don't like about this season is The girls are going after the girls, and it's stupid. You're
No, I hear
leaving
that.
Ty, Jedsit, like, I mean, granted, I guess you did get out Kyle, but you're leaving Roe. You're
Mhm.
leaving these guys. You know, end game is all physical. You
Yes.
know the end. These are the competitions for you guys to take out the strong people. All the physical comps are coming. And I'm
Yep.
sorry, not to say that I'm not at all saying that a woman cannot be as strong as a man in a competition. What I am saying is when you are of a certain build and a certain stature and you have the ability to physically move more or hold more, you are going to be at an advantage, and these guys are going to be at an advantage, and you're letting them walk right to the end.
I hear that, and I mean, she's proven that she can beat all of them in physical stuff, in mind stuff, mind stuff. So I get that, but I
I
do
don't.
agree with you in the sense of like she could have, and like I'm not saying this is the best approach. I don't know what the best approach would be, but she could have gone to like Austin and Braden, kind of alluded to the fact that it was her, and like Glossy's forever.
Yeah.
Kiss your butt. Like we're good, right? I kept you safe during my invisible HOH, and go after the two big guys, as opposed to like why take out a maybe. I know you're not necessarily close to Austin or Braden, but they're still maybes. You can, like I said, like convince them that you're with them. Convince, what?
Starlet just said people are calling Victoria the Canadian Nicole Frenzel. Really?
Wow.
I wouldn't say that.
I think to each their own, and everybody is just themselves. Like I think nobody plays the game the same because nobody can play the game the same.
Yeah,
But I think that's like the way I see it is like keep your maybes as like got you glossies forever,
right.
where and I guess she is very close to Ty and Jed to a certain extent. So but um yeah, I think maybe it's invisible, do a Ty and a Jed, you keep Austin and Braden in your good graces by saying like, "Where the glassies, I kept you safe." Whoop, whoop. And then if one of them does get into power, yeah, they really didn't talk too much when you weren't in power. But if you already kept them safe again, are they really going to target you? Probably not for a while. And that's just where my head is with that. But um, again, like I think she has blown me away with like her like if there's an all-star season, she has solidified her spot, and I will put money on that.
Okay. um, I don't know that I would call her an
You
all-star.
you cannot deny that she is not only you've admitted good feeds, but good for the edits. She wins stuff.
Yes.
She stirs the pot. She let's name the have-nots. Oh, I'm a have-not again. You guys stomps off, goes in a room and laughs. That is so
Good
dynamic
TV,
and
good edit. I agree with you
exactly, and that
100%.
that plows a storyline forward, and you need that in a show. It's a show.
I 100% we are on board. I agree on all that.
Yes.
I would not call her an all-star yet. I would call her an entertaining character who has used the twists and her win to her advantage. Now, if she is able to continue in this mode
Oh, of
and
course.
control the game while not in power,
Mm.
then I would consider her an all-star. Here's my feeling. First chance she falls out of power, she gone.
Yeah. Yep.
If she's still able to control the game while not in power, then I will be like, yes, you're an all-star. In other words, all of the things that we're saying that Victoria has done that has been, oh my God, this is great and amazing, has all come under the protection of power or a twist.
But here's my argument. First of all, I'm going to be honest. I view everybody as an all-star. Once you play the
Sure.
game, you are in that pool forever. I think any and everybody is eligible to come back. You played the game like hundreds, thousands, never will. The reason, like again, going back to what I was saying, I'm not. If she can keep up with it, of course, that's a big deal. If all of a sudden you fizzle out, stop, and then there's a whole bunch of game that gets played after you leave. That's different. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying all stars in the sense of like, okay, you get an all-star medal. Oh, not you. You get an all-star medal. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if they are putting together a television show with returning people and they want somebody who plays into it and feeds into it and does things and then goes off in a room and
Can I
laughs
just
and
yeah.
lies blatantly, they're going to say, Victoria, we need her to keep that pot stirred.
And I just I don't mean this badly. I'm just saying I see why you would say that as someone who has only watched like last season and this season. There is probably 15 people from previous seasons that I would argue, if we were going to go all stars, are messier, more entertaining, and better players than Victoria at this moment. And I'm
I
not saying, and I don't mean this to come off, I keep saying it, love her, great feeds, great TV show, great edit. I am not at all saying I don't love her and saying she doesn't have the potential. I'm just saying at this moment right now, I don't know that I'm jumping to make her an all-star yet.
Okay, rephrase, because this has been all last year into this year. I'm never going to use the term all-star again because people get
Okay.
hot in the draws and they think all-star, my criteria is this. Really? Well, my criteria is this. Fuck the word all-star, because
Okay,
nobody's
what are
going
we
to ever
saying?
agree with me. She is somebody who will definitely return in the future.
Yes. I could see her as a favorite.
Yes,
If
that is
they
where I'm going with it. She is a
sure.
returning player. She is somebody they will bring back to host a
Yes.
comp, to do a video message, to
Yes.
be a coach, to be a returning vet. Take away the title of all-star, because I know everybody and their mother has a fucking opinion about who qualifies as an
Yes.
all-star. Newsflash,
Yes.
everybody qualifies as an all-star, because if you played once, you're eligible to play again.
Well, she does not currently meet my definition of what I'd want to see in an all-star. But I agree with you. I would love to see her back in fans versus favorites or to host a competition or to
Yes.
rain chaos on the house and stuff like that.
So rephrase, I can see her returning because
No,
she is
I
good for
agree
what
with you.
production's looking for. And that's what I was trying to say.
Sh Yeah, she is great for the edit. She creates drama. I do not think the show would be as fun without her for sure. We're on the same page.
Yes. And if I had to say who All Stars should be, um, last season, basically everybody. We have a Hira, Angie. I
Like
just got to shout out all my buddies, Maddie, Michael,
even
jump
just for example, I would say like our friend Karen. Um, I would say Karen is a is would create just as much drama and do the same exact things and did play a very similar game to Victoria, but had the ability to also build alliances around herself to protect her, where I do not see Victoria being able to do that. She only cares about the drama, only cares about the edit. So for me, do I consider that, let's not say all-star, do I consider that to be a amazing player at this game? No, I
Well,
think
nobody's
she's a very
amazing.
entertaining character on the show who makes good feeds and whatever. But it's just
Nobody's
different
amazing.
opinion.
People also get lucky. Like I said, it's a great
And
deal of
it's
luck.
totally luck. I agree with you on that as well.
But
She
we also have Brooke and Sheldon and Vanessa and Minley.
yeah, I don't
I
think
was gonna
any of
name
those
her
people are coming
JL.
back.
Too bad I'm naming them all.
I have a
That's who
feeling
I
they
want to
won't.
see.
I think they all should have been put back right at the start.
You know who else?
Who?
Julie and Josh and Latoya and Kyle and whoever's been evicted this week. I
Well,
just want to
great.
see everybody play again. I love them all.
That's good. And I think everybody and I feel differently. They're all wonderful people. I
I
love them. I love
I
them here in the real world. I
I
think
I'm
here's
I'm making a vow never to use the term all star again. I meant return. You guys know what I mean.
yeah, but here's what I will say. And because I do agree with you on this, I do truly believe. everyone should get the chance to play again. I think until you go through that experience one time,
Mhm.
you
You
do not understand it. I think we would see everyone's game massively change if given a second chance because they understand the DR, they understand the edit, they understand social media, they understand how they're going to be portrayed, they understand what production wants. I just think you have such an understanding of the whole process that you're learning the first
mhm.
go round that to see you come back and get to do it a second time, we would get to see everyone's games elevated if we gave them a second time. And I think it's why when you are a returning player on BBUS 2, 3, 4 times, your odds are just exponentially stacking up to get a win or at least go far in the game.
But it takes into account so many different components of, like, where you are in your
Sure.
life, what your
Yeah.
responsibilities are back home, who you're fighting for, who you're playing for. If your first time around you were used to a social game and now everybody's targeting you and now, "Oh, crap, I have to rely on
Oh, no,
comps," or
no.
if you were a comp,
I'm simply talking, I'm not talking game wise. I'm simply
Yeah.
just
Yep.
talking understanding production, the show, the way
100%.
I obviously the game itself is going to throw all the twists, but I just think
100%.
I don't think anybody really understands it the first time.
I get that.
So to
I'm sorry.
know what,
I got us on a huge tangent.
yeah, you did. Fine.
I'm sorry. Damn.
Um, where do we leave off?
We
Wendy's?
were we were talking about people we were talking about people pitching to one another. A lot of the episode is everybody obviously going around speculating. You have
Yeah.
Victoria kind of seemed like she wanted to tell Ty, but she's telling Ty like, "Oh, it's definitely an Austin or a Beth." To which Ty's like, "Yeah, it could be Beth." And then Victoria going to Austin and saying it's either Ty or Beth. A lot of people think it's Ty. A lot of people think it's Beth. A lot of people think it's Braden. That's a name that we heard a lot. So a great deal of the episode is people basically all pitching to each other because nobody knows who's obviously the HOH, and everybody speculating who's acting sketch or who's not talking. Roe is another name that often comes up. And yeah, that's basically the main like strategy standpoint of it. Otherwise, obviously we have the reveal of the have nots, which Kiefer reveals. And the invisible HOH, aka Victoria, names Braden, who later becomes a nominee, Austin, who later becomes a nominee, Kiefer, who can't be the HOH, and herself as the four have nots. And again, this is maybe something that would give me like red flags up as the week unfolded, because I would say to myself, okay, so the two noms are have nots. Obviously, they didn't do it to themselves. Kiefer's a have not. He can't be eligible to do it to himself. And I'd be like, that's so odd. I would think the invisible HOH would make themselves a have not. So the only option left is Victoria. Again, I'm not in that house, so I don't know the dynamic, but that to me is kind of a blaring, obvious thing. And I think Beth kind of showed that she saw through it. Beth's like, no, no, this is getting pinned on us. We're getting framed. I think Victoria did it to herself, especially since Victoria won the have not pass. She's probably going to use it to take herself down, which I don't know if Victoria told them or if Beth was speculating about the have not pass, but it seems like she's aware of that.
Yes, I mean, as far as the live feeds went, it seemed like everybody, when they finally did come back on,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was very much assuming, speculating it was Victoria.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of people, were kind of on to it.
Yeah.
But of course, nobody knows for sure. Well, I mean, except for Kiefer. Um, I just wanted to say what I said on Twitter the other day, which was I would have sniffed this Wendy's out. They
Mhm.
needed to give her mouthwash. They better have done something. I would have asked for a spit bucket
I
because
would have asked for a change of clothes.
I would have 100% without a doubt been able to figure out that it was her. I saw
Yep.
Sparkly Eye say, earlier that they said on the feeds one day they were locked in rooms for a really long time, probably because Victoria was getting her Wendy's.
Yep. Well, we said that last show. We said they're most likely locked in their individual rooms, which was evident. She walked from the storage room to the DR with all her stuff, and nobody was in the hallway. So I think they were all obviously locked away when that was happening. But I agree. If you walk from person to person, you can smell cigarette smoke, food, drinks. You could smell it on people's clothes, hair, breath. So if you're really looking for it, if you stand close to her, you're gonna be like, I smell Wendy's. Especially if you're a have not, you're gonna be like, bitch, I smell Wendy's.
Exactly. There's no way. There's no way that they wouldn't smell it on her unless they gave like her something to take it away with. You know, like to
True.
take away or the French fries. I thought the same thing. Don't order the onions, says Starlet. Um, I think Vic asked to use the slop pass and they said it was too late. Not according to the edit. She said she wasn't going to use it on the edit because she said that would have defeated the purpose of her putting herself on
Yeah.
like as a have
Which
not.
for me, like I commend that because that's a level of commitment. Knowing, especially now, knowing myself, I would not purposely put myself on slop because I know it negatively affects my game. So kudos to her that she was able to do that. But I would be so fearful that like putting myself on slop in the long run, I would screw my own social game because I wouldn't be myself and I'd be starving and I'd be sick and I wouldn't be as communicative. Like I think for me socially, because I rely more on a social game, making myself a have not would hurt me as opposed to make me look innocent and like, who me? I got picked as a have not. What? You know?
Right.
So I give her a lot of credit. What I will say as well too, Kiefer, yes, he knows that Victoria is the invisible HOH, but again, red flags up. Look how she was able to perform in front of everybody and go, guys, I was already a have not. What the hell? And storm off. If I'm Kiefer, yes, you're aligned with her, but there needs to be that little part of you that's like, oh damn, she can lie. She can perform. And we've seen this several times throughout the season. We've seen it in the HOH room where she did like the end scene. We've seen when she
Yeah.
did it to Row with like the good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. Oh, I hate them all, you know? So if I was Kiefer, I'd be like, good, I'm glad I'm aligned with you. But like I would start to like kind of pick up on like when she is performing because that could come back to bite him as well.
Yes. Um I just wanted to bring up some comments from the
Okay.
chat. Courtney oh no, Starlet, they should have a spin-off show, Big Brother All Stars. They should. They should always be running Big Brother All Stars, honestly. Even on the
I
block, what?
I already don't talk like sex, religion, politics. I am putting in that group all stars. No, do not speak politics, religion, all stars because it's not worth it.
Even on the block, Austin and Braden can't be apart or talk to people, says Melanie. I
It's not
mean,
wise.
like, so, spoilers to talk about spoilers for, or we'll wait a minute on that. Um, we'll wait. I'll go through some more of these. Um, because what Courtney did say was, I would love for it to be an April Fool's joke and no one goes home. But Austin and Braden can just go. They're just so boring to me.
Ooh.
So, my moment before
Okay.
of when I said to you, and I was like, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So, how am I going to put this? So obviously we said, yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if Thursday was an April Fool's thing and then no one
Yeah.
gets evicted,
Yep.
like we
Yeah.
said that on the last show.
Yes. I hear what you're putting down. Yes. No. 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 Anyway,
But you see what I'm saying? It
I
could
yes,
be
but no. No.
either.
Yeah. No. No.
Uh,
Okay. So
Go
where I
ahead.
want to go with this
Yeah.
To be continued. No, spooky. Okay. From here, we see them all talking in the ball pit. Like I said, Braden sees through it. Braden is very observant and smart. I feel like he doesn't. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit in the edits. He sees it for what it is. He's like, this is a distraction. This is a smoke screen. Like, there's more to this. Beth as well, I feel, doesn't get enough credit. She's the one that says, nope, this is being pinned on us three. We're being framed. So I think that's very telling, like you were saying, that more people have their finger on the pulse of it than maybe is articulated or voiced or is in the edit. And again, I think it's one of those things where if all of a sudden tomorrow production was like, the HOH is Victoria, all of them would go, yeah, we thought so. It's like you don't want to voice it, but like deep down you kind of know it type of thing.
So you think they know it's her?
I think you deep down in your gut you have such sinking suspicion where if it was revealed, you would just be like, yeah, that makes sense. But that game gets in your head and you start thinking it's other people. But I think deep down they kind of the fact that Braden's saying that and Beth is saying that, I think deep down they're like, we know it's not each other. It's too obvious.
I also think it's like that thing, you know, like how everybody always has that like one friend where you can be like, where you can be like, uh, I got a blue hat, and they'll be like, I have 6 blue hats. And
Yes.
or you can be like, oh, so I saw that guy over there before. I saw that guy there every day. You know, like one of those. So like I almost feel like it will be
Yeah,
that kind of a thing. Like they're gonna say it and everyone's gonna be like, oh, of course I knew. I totally knew it was her.
that's true. So like, oh, the correct answer
Or
was
like
5. I
Among
knew it. I
Us.
knew it. Oh no, actually the number was 6. Oh yeah.
Right. I was gonna say,
Yep.
or like Among Us, when people are like, I always know when you're lying. And I'm like, but you didn't get me out.
But you didn't. Because
So
deep
you
down you're like, oh, I
didn't
knew it.
know. So you didn't know then, did
But
you?
you have to understand that's a self-preservation
Yeah.
technique. That's
Yeah.
a, oh, I knew it. Darn it, I knew it. Damn it. See, I'm not that stupid. I'm not that naive. I did see it. And that's just like I got through this type of thing.
I do just overall want to make very clear that I really do love a Victoria, and I think she has added a level of enjoyment to the show that we have not seen in a long time. Like I loved her in the room,
Yes.
I loved her little ha ha, ha, I loved her storming off. I love the theatrics of
Mm.
everything that she does.
And I,
And what?
go ahead. I was going to say, I think it's very apparent that she's theatrical. I think she's not somebody that just organically talks to the cameras. I would say Josh from the season is somebody who organically spoke to the character to the cameras. It was, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to talk about my strategy, I'm going to talk about life. It was almost like what I would do, like a stream of consciousness. Let me just talk. I do think Victoria is a lot more of a
No,
conscious,
I think
this
it's
is what the cameras
all
want to see.
I think it's all for show. I think she is putting on a show. I mean, she even
Yes.
said she wants to be the next Ica. Like she's trying to be the best ever Big Brother. Like she says it on the live feeds. Like, I want
Yes.
to be the next Ica. I want to be the best Big Brother player ever. Like she's making it known. This is my thing. Now, here's the thing though.
Again, everybody plays the game. Nobody plays the game the same. Nobody can be Ica because Ica's Ica. So, like,
Well, that's very true. But the thing is, it is a smart strategy because I do think that production appreciates that.
yes,
Production likes someone that's creating good television, making a good edit. Even better if they can control you. Like if you're willing to do what they tell you and nudge into their things and take their suggestions. 'Cause I mean, suggestions. They would never tell you what to do. But you know, like, so I think that
well, I
is
still, hand to God, I still say I was never told what to do or say. And that's why, like, when people talk about it on shows, I'm always like, okay.
Oh, I don't think that anybody, I don't think that I don't again, I don't think anybody goes into the DR and the DR goes, "Hi, Nicole, I would like you to go out there and call
Yeah.
a house meeting." What I do think they do is go, "Have you thought of what a house meeting would do? Have you thought about how a
Yeah,
house meeting could save your game? Did you think that maybe a house meeting would probably make your take the pressure off your allies?
yeah,
Can you
but
rephrase? Like, I think they do it like that, and they
yes,
know the
but
people they can manipulate that way.
they that maybe that's more so what it is. Because like from my perspective, like if I would be like, I'm not gonna do it. It would be okay. What are the pros of that? What are the cons of that? What are you thinking in regard to that? It was never like you're not gonna do it, Nicole. Get out there and do it. Come
No, no,
on.
obviously they couldn't do that because they need deniable plausibility. It's the same exact reason you don't get all the rules to a twist or to a comp. It's left open ended on purpose so they have wiggle room to do what they want.
But and
It's like
that's
they're
where I'm
making
going
a
with.
TV show.
Exactly. They are making a TV show. TV shows are for entertainment. So
Right.
yes, I do very much believe that Victoria is playing to the camera. She does it
Yep.
on purpose. However, as much as I see that, it's a TV show and she's doing it well. So you have somebody who maybe sits there, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, and makes it to
Yeah.
Final Four. That person is maybe, oh my God, but the person made it to Final Four. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they would return. Whereas somebody could leave pre-jury, but if they're stirring that freaking pot and making good TV, what it comes down to is marketing good TV and a character.
Right.
And
You'll see them again.
Victoria Victoria is doing a very,
Yep.
very good job. It's commendable. I really do applaud it that she's able to do it, admit it, and keep on with it. You know how many people say during the casting process, I'm gonna be the
Yeah,
first,
and they
I'm
never
gonna,
do.
and they don't.
Rasha's Fun World says, what if Victoria wins HOH again next week?
That'd be insane.
That would be
That's the thing,
insane.
she blows me away with, like, her winning
She
of
would be
comps,
record.
and
She would she would be a record holder then, right?
would she?
Well, she would be the only person in Big Brother history with back-to-back HOHs. It's never been done
And
before. So that's got to be a record. And I
wow,
think she's well on her way to the most wins for a female in Big Brother as well.
I
If
love
she
that. I love
keeps
it.
this up, like meaning if she won next week and then wins it, like she's on track to be have the most wins.
And that's what I'm saying. Like her or don't like her, think it's fake, think it's real, think whatever you wanna think, like, it is, like, good
No, none
on
of
you.
those things are bad. Like I don't know if it's coming off that way. I don't find any of those characteristics of hers that I'm describing bad. Like be a
No, I know.
character.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying maybe somebody who's watching or somebody who watched the episode or
Right.
someone on social media that's like, "Oh, it's fake." No, like, you have to see it for what it is and go, "Oh, damn, like, she's making good TV."
Yep, she can play next week. I see people asking if she can play next week.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to talk spoilers for a second?
Yeah, well, end of the episode, which I thought was odd, they before the nomination ceremony, she did the thing where she talks to everybody in the room. Well, not talks to everybody, but she talks about everybody to like the screens, and I thought that was new. I thought it was interesting. Um, she like Ty pops up on the camera and she's like, "I could put you up. You're a huge threat." And then Austin comes up and she's like, "I wanted to work with you, but when my HOH was over, you didn't care." And then Beth comes up and she's like, "You're smart. You're smart. I'm watching you." And then Braden, she's like, "I question your loyalty." And then Jen, she's like, "Ah, sexy pants, McGee. You are a triple threat." And then that's it. There's no Tina, no Tara, no Kiefer, no Ro, which I get, they weren't like significant for the nomination ceremony, but that's that. We have the horrifyingly horrific nomination ceremony with the weird clear figure just walking through the house, and then the actual nomination. No, it is you, you son of a bitch. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
What?
That's not right. No, no. When the nomination ceremony happens, the voice is morphed, which I felt like you could hear Victoria's voice under it, but I guess it's one of those things where the voice you're listening for, you could hear. So maybe if you were listening for like Jed's, you'd hear it. But I could have sworn I heard Victoria's voice like under all the
Oh,
morphing,
100%.
right?
That's all I could think was that's Victoria's voice.
Thank you.
And how is the house not getting that's Victoria's voice? See, I don't think that they were hearing that voice. There's no way. I think in the same, like, don't they do that with Zingbot? Isn't Zingbot actually just the, like, whoever saying it over the speakers? Or is it
No,
actually the, oh, it is the thing?
It's actually like the houseguest, like it is that
Okay.
actual voice. Yeah,
Okay.
it just maybe is not coming directly out of him.
It was very clear to me it was Victoria's. Like, I don't know what to say. I didn't even have a question. I wasn't even looking, which is how I
Yeah,
missed your glaring thing. Like, I just have it open, but I'm usually by the last 10 minutes of the show, I'm setting all this up. So I'm
yeah,
not physically watching it. I was listening thinking, "Oh, she's explaining it somewhere not with them, and they're making it
yes.
sound like." And then when I looked, I was like, "There's no way they're all sitting there and hearing that voice and not knowing that's her."
That's what I'm saying. Is it because we know it's her, so we were listening for her voice? Because I would literally, excuse me,
Even
I would close my eyes and go, "Imagine Ty, imagine Ty," and I'm like, "All right, I do hear like a man's voice
there
morphed in
was
there."
there
So
was a
maybe they just like
man's voice.
overlaid all their tones, but because we're listening for Victoria, we hear Victoria.
I heard the guy, I heard several people, but to me, even if you wanna say it didn't sound like Victoria, the dominant voice for me was
Was that?
female. It was
Yeah, it was like that
very
under, and then
yeah,
everything garble garble on top. But I heard the Victoria like under it.
yes, the female voice came through completely clear and to me sounded like Victoria.
I agree. I agree. I'm glad you heard it too, because I thought I was going crazy.
No, I 100% heard it.
Okay, good to know. Wow. Okay, so glad you feel the same way. Obviously, nomination ceremony happens. We have Austin named and Braden named. Um, Braden's like, "This is bull." The person double dipped me on slop and put me on the block. Austin, same thing. As like, "I'm slop. I'm on the block. I'm next to my friend." And I get it. You sign up for a game. You should be ready for all the balls that are coming your way. You have to take it on the chin. It's a competition. However, I have to empathize with them because back to back slop HOH, not HOH, excuse me, slop and noms is difficult. Slop and noms is difficult. I saw, especially what Kevin went through last season. I have to empathize because that's really tough.
Yeah, that is definitely hard.
And
I
that's
don't
it.
I
We're ready for your spoilers.
Are we?
Yeah, what? Would you see something?
No. I don't know. I don't feel good. I think that's what you're sensing. Like I feel like I have like the chills. Like I feel cold. But yes, I'm
That's not
ready for
funny.
spoilers. I'm ready for spoilers.
I
I
got
got
chills. Oh my
chills.
god! Oh my god! No! 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 No!
What?
No! Eric! Eric! No! 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 No!
What?
No! No!
Nicole, what?
Can you come back?
I'm right here.
No! 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 No!
I'm
No!
right here.
I'm not putting them in. I'm not putting them in. I will sit here for the rest of the show. I swear. I'm so sorry, our
How long
friends.
should
I
I
will
keep
not.
this up, chat? Chat, how long should I keep
I'm
it
not.
up?
I'm not putting them back in. I swear. Until
You
you come back.
tell her that
Stop. Are you
that you
swear?
see me. Tell her
Hello,
what?
Eric.
I don't know what you want.
I don't like this at all.
You have to all tell her that you
Oh my
see
god, I
me
can't.
totally
Okay, I'm just
normal
gonna start
and fine.
talking. We'll talk about spoilers. I don't know any spoilers. They're nominated, and what's today? I don't even know what day it is. Can you come back? I don't want to put it in my ear. Eric.
Nicole, where are you?
No, that's not funny. Stop.
Nicole?
I don't
Nicole?
like this. I hate
Nicole?
this
Nicole?
so much. I hate it. Oh my God. Today is what? Today is Monday. So Wednesday, we will see the veto competition and the veto ceremony. And then Thursday, April Fool's Day, the first. Isn't that cool? I want him to come back so bad. The first, that's when maybe the next person will or won't be evicted. So that's fun. Um, um, and I think that concludes this episode.
Whoa!
Piece of shit.
What? That was weird. I felt cold and sick. Hi,
You
I'm
got me
back.
so good. I was so distracted singing, and then you were gone.
Yeah.
I
So row
understand.
one POV.
I didn't do the spoiler section.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Do it. Something always good happens when you do. I don't know what happened. You leaned over last time and all hell broke loose. If you're feeling saucy, definitely do it again, I guess.
I'm not looking away from the camera this time. I'm looking right at you.
Okay.
Hello? Stop! It is time
Why
for
are
the
you beating
spoiler
her?
section with no more scary things. It's gonna be all right. We're not gonna have any nightmares. Stop.
Okay, are we ready for spoilers?
Ready for spoilers. I'm gonna have
Uh,
nightmares tonight. I already had nightmares today because I just felt a vibe and I knew it. It was a scary episode. So now I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm drenched in sweat for any and all interested. I'm okay.
so Monday. Um,
Month.
row one
Oh,
POV
yes.
told Austin ahead of time that if he won it, he would use it on her.
Is it
Uh,
public knowledge? Is his veto public knowledge?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because then he won and told her he's not using it on her, and she threw a fit. Like crying, upset. I hate all these people. I just want to go home. I don't like any of them. Yada, 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 yada.
Damn. So the HOH is invisible, but the veto winner was not.
Correct.
That's very interesting. First of all, why would he promise with his mouth something that he wasn't sure if his ass was going to cash? Do you know what I
I'll
mean?
take his mouth promises any day.
No, you know what I mean. Don't say something that your ass can't cash. You know what I'm say? Don't write out a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm flustered. So why would he do that if he's not sure if he's going to actually do it? Like I would just say to people, "Oh, we'll see. Oh, we'll see." You know. But I get it. I get it. I do get it. Eric,
Yeah. What? You okay?
you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, you froze for a minute.
You're okay.
What?
Then. So what's next?
What's
What
next is do we know if if Ro used it or not?
he did not
I
use
feel
it,
like I
and
see things on the screen. I'm sorry, go ahead.
he did not use it. I said he did not use it, and Austin is pissed and wants to go home
Oh,
and is very angry.
well, I was gonna ask, did he tell her he wasn't gonna use it, or did the actual
Yes.
ceremony happen and he didn't use it?
He told her beforehand. Told
And
her
when did the
beforehand.
fit happen? Before veto ceremony or after the actual ceremony when it was like set in stone?
I believe it was before
Okay.
because they did it early again.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, before. You sure you feel okay?
I feel fine. I feel
Yeah. To be clear, he told her after he won that he was not
yeah.
going to use it. He told her before he won he would use it. After he won that he won it, but that couldn't use it. She had a meltdown. That was a spoiler. I don't want to get into all the details of it. We're
Okay.
gonna have to talk
So
about it on the thing. And I think you need to be. I think we should go because you seem to
why?
think you're fine.
Why would I not be fine? Oh, I don't like that either. Stop that. No.
Not doing
No.
anything.
No, no. No.
You
No.
is that lady taking you over?
What lady?
The lady in your screen.
Stop. I'm gonna take my headphones out.
I feel like you're gonna be gone soon, so it don't
No, no,
matter.
no. Don't say it. Don't say it. No, no, no. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. Oh God, I need to start praying. I need to start praying.
Nicole?
Pray. Where's my cross? Do I have a cross? Oh God. Oh no. No, no, don't make me disappear. That's so
Okay. Well, I
mean. Eric,
I
wait.
I don't know what happened to Nicole, everyone, but um I guess this is the end of the show.
No.
But we hope you all enjoyed it.
That's so mean.
I
Do you at
feel
least
like
hear
I
me?
still hear her.
Okay. See, I'm here.
There you are.
You listen, I know you're joking, but you need to understand that gives me like bad vibes and bad juju because then I feel like you're like opening the gate for like evil spirits to be like, haha, she's susceptible. So you don't do stuff like that because then you make them angry.
Yeah. So final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Um, I'm
If
gonna have
you
to
were a
call my
podcast,
sisters.
if you're a
I'm gonna call my
podcast,
sisters on the cell phone after we're done. So they one of them can come up here and get me out of my bedroom because I am not walking into the dark hallway alone.
okay. So but what about the glare?
The what?
Final thoughts are this. Number
The
one,
glare?
make sure you guys follow, like, and subscribe wherever you guys are watching these shows back. If you are a podcast listener, well, this is one of the ones that you should definitely check out visually. Nicole apparently does not seem to notice any of the stuff that's happening to her. We do, and then she notices it like 3 minutes later. But you need to watch the visual effects of this. Check out the video versions on YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. They're fun.
No. Look, oh, I have four-leaf clover. That's the closest I'm gonna get. I have four-leaf clover right now, and look, I have brave. Oh, I dropped her. Oh, I'm not picking her up. It rolled away.
Then that's really bad luck. You better grab it.
I don't want to bend down. I'll just stay here. I'll just stay
You
here. It's okay.
literally just said you're going to do it for good luck. So now you
She's
just
down.
cursed everything. What?
No, because no more. Because you know what? I have a hangout show tonight. I don't do scary. You know what? You can all call me what you want to call me. I don't do scary. All right? I'm not a fan of it. I don't handle it well. I get all sweaty and panicky, and that's just me. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know why you
I
know why they're called Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Because Casper's nice, but Casper wasn't like fucked with. You know what I'm trying to say? When you start fucking with them, that's when they get angry. And this is a topic for the podcast. We can talk about all that stuff and how we cannot.
Okay. So final thoughts?
Final thoughts is in life, don't talk about religion, politics, belief in ghosts or all stars. They just get people all fired up. Make sure you say your prayers to whatever you believe in, God, the
Yeah.
universe, angels, positive things, good juju, good vibes. Pray for all those things. And this is another week, and April Fool's Day is coming. Great, because Nicole loves being tricked. So that's fun. That's coming on Thursday. That ought to be great. Okay. No, they're both here. No, 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 no. I'm done. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna go. You know what
Final
I'm gonna go do?
thoughts
I'm gonna go.
is
I'm gonna go
follow,
cookies.
like, and subscribe.
I have no idea what I've been talking about for the last 10 minutes. I kind of blacked out after you disappeared and had a demon voice. I'm not gonna lie.
Bye, everybody. We will see you all tomorrow. Check out the previous shows, and we will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye,
Bye,
friends.
friends.
We love you.